Now, Stonewall's Rainbow Laces campaign is back, which shines a light on the acceptance of LGBT plus people in football and beyond.
And for more, we can speak live to Stonewall FC manager Eric Najib and player Will Palmer now. Great to have you joining us. Will, let's start with you. You've just returned from a big tournament win. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We had the huge privilege of playing in what's affectionately known as the Gay World Cup out in Argentina in Buenos Aires, which obviously is a fantastic location to have held that as the current World Cup winners, and the passion for football in that country is just phenomenal. And the tournament started with a trip actually to the national training facility of the Argentina football team, which was an amazing experience and kind of set the tone for the week. And after that, the competition throughout from all around the world was just phenomenal and really pushed us right to the limit. And I think Eric will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was a kind of 1 goal margin in every victory that we had right up until the final, where we had a pretty tense victory over West Hollywood. I think we had a goal line clearance towards the end of the game and spared us from penalties in the final, which I was personally hugely relieved about. But yeah, it was a fantastic competition and played in great spirit throughout.
Yeah, it's a great achievement. Well done to both of you guys. I want to speak to you, Eric, though, actually about sort of Stonewall FC's journey, because a lot of people won't really know too much about it. So talk us through the formation of Stonewall and what its purpose is.
Well, Stonewall started out in 1991 when a group of guys put an advert out in a magazine, just for like-minded people who wanted to play football and didn't feel that they had the right environment within mainstream football teams. That just grew from strength to strength year on year. In 2001, we became the first LGBT plus inclusive team to join the FA pyramid by signing up for the Middlesex County Football League. We've been part of that league now for the best part of 25 years. And thanks to our amazing partnership with Adidas and our sponsorship deal with EA Sports, we relocated to Stratford in East London in 2018, which has allowed us to continue to grow hugely. We've got a women non-binary team now that play 5-a-side and 11-a-side, further promoting inclusivity within football. And I mean, you know, none of this would happen without the support of the county leagues and the grassroots system that we get.
Yeah, Will, Rainbow Laces Week is such a important way to celebrate inclusion of the LGBT plus community in football. How can people show their support and get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, it's hugely important, and for us at a grassroots level, it's a great way for people to just show visible support and demonstrate that their support of, you know, the cause that we're trying to push forwards. And I think the best way just for people to get involved, quite simply, is to just pick up a pair of rainbow laces and wear them. And I mean, that's true throughout the whole football pyramid, whether that's at grassroots level and right up the way to the Premier League. It does make a huge difference to see that. I mean, I still just have my brother, for example, text me saying, well, did you see this player or that player during the game today on TV wearing the laces? And I think it means a huge amount to everyone, and it's hopefully quite a simple gesture that people can get involved in.
And Eric, the reason that campaigns like Rainbow Laces are so important is because homophobic abuse is still a problem in this country. We saw with the Chelsea manager Sonia Bonpastor having to defend her player Sam Kerr and her partner Christy Mewis after the couple announced that they were expecting a baby, and they were subjected to, unfortunately, some pretty bad abuse. What can be done to eliminate this kind of stuff? It's still happening.
It is still happening. There is clearly progress from you know, when I started at Stonewall 20 years ago, but you know, standing still is going backwards. And I think just visibility. We just need, you know, we need to continue to exist. There are so many inclusive football teams out there now. It's great to see campaigns like Rainbow Laces, Football Be Homophobia, and from our point of view at Stonewall Football Club, putting ourselves out there every Saturday. You know, 2 men's Saturday teams, women and non-binary team. We're there educating people every week, putting people, playing against people within the LGBTQ plus community when ordinarily their paths may not cross. And just continue that. It's education, because that's literally everything that's going to work. And like you quite rightly say, for every 2 steps that are taken forward, you get a step back, like what's happened, unfortunately, with Danko and her partner.
Yeah, final question for Will. Jake Daniels is the only openly gay footballer in England's top 4 men's leagues. Do you feel the support is there for players to come out?
It's a good question, and it's an important question, but it's also a difficult one. I think it will continue to rumble on probably until there is a really high-profile player right up at the top, and the group feeling able to come out. I think the most important thing is that we, as a club at Stonewall, and then everyone that we kind of come across as we push forward this agenda, we try to create that environment where people do feel comfortable and able to just be themselves, and it should be, at whatever time any player comes out, a personal decision for them, and it's not that they face any pressure from anyone else really, and we will continue to do what we can do at our level. And I think the problem with it is some of the most difficult opinions that are voiced tend to sometimes be the loudest, so it's on us to try and dim those voices as best we can and try and push forward that agenda, and hopefully one day it will just be totally normal and there won't be any kind of press coverage when it happens.
Yeah, well said, absolutely. Well, thank you to Eric and Will for sharing more about Stonewall's Rainbow Laces campaign. Great to chat to you.
Thank you.